about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Glad you could stop by, and hope you're having a good day wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show, and whatever you may be doing. Dr. Sally Bird's in studio. That's good for me, better for you, because she's a good guest. Raise that camera up a little. There you go. Down a little bit more. We're in business.
There we go.
And, yeah, live radio. So we're all good. So Dr. Bird's in studio. Reggie's sitting next to her, pestering her. And then, no, he's not. I pick on him, don't I? I shouldn't do that. Yes, I should. And then
I don't know if I get to say it or not, right? No, it's good.
And Katie's on the other side of the glass, and good thing she's not on the other side of the world. Don't need her there. I need her here.
Really hard to do my job.
And yeah, it would be. So she's here. It's all good. And on my drive in today, I didn't plan on. It was not on my mind to mention on the show today, but I just have to share this with you because you need to know. As I was driving in, I was listening to NPR, National Public Radio, and they're amazing. They devoted 50 minutes, no less, 50, in an interview with a fellow from, name's David Owen. And David Owen has a new book out, and the book is entitled Volume Control, Living in a Deafening World is the title. And I must tell you, I've done a lot of shows on this air on hearing and the importance of hearing. Well, in that 50 minutes, I learned at least 10 different things I didn't know before in listening to him. And he's so articulate, so smart, and he's a writer. He's a journalist, and you just have to admire how they work and their dedication in their work. And the book is so remarkable based on his interview and what he was sharing about what's in the book. And he talks about age-related hearing loss. And he said the assumption is that is something that happens to old people, close quote. And he said that it is something that happens to old people, but it's something that is caused by things that we do when we're young, close quote, which is kind of interesting. Age in and of itself may not be the variable that you look at. It may be aging. It's there's your age and then how you're aging. That is also implicated here. And he talks about Owen talks about even that small household appliances, your food processor, hair dryer. He told the story about hairdressers working in salons for years, losing their hearing because of the hair dryer, the noise from the hair dryer, and that's what he means by living in a deafening world. The traffic, cab drivers in the cities, leaning on horns all day long, hearing horns and all the noise. have experiences with hearing loss. It goes on and on. People working in industrial settings. He told the story of Boilermakers. There's a disorder called Boilermakers Notch. And the Boilermakers, back in the day, they would take a hammer and they would pound on the metal in shaping the boiler or fixing it or whatever, and pounding and pounding and pounding. And what happened was it was at a certain pitch and certain level, and then they would lose the hearing for that frequency. So that's why they call it the Boilermaker's Notch. For that particular notch of hearing range, they would lose their hearing in that range. So it's just so many stories that he told. And he said one of the biggest consumers and purchasers of hearing aids is the Veterans Administration because of the military and soldiers losing their hearing from gunfire, which is remarkable the way he tells the story too. He talked about the use of earplugs and when to use them and what to get. He talked about hearing aids. The technology has really changed. They don't cost much to make, but they're preciously expensive, and that's demand, right? So, and he has tried them. He tried them because he has tinnitus, and so he tried some hearing aids because it seems to help with tinnitus. And he said, when I put the hearing aid on, put hearing aids in, I didn't realize that my pants made noise. And it's true. You can hear when you're handling paper, you can hear the crinkle of the paper that you otherwise wouldn't pick up, and sounds and how crisp it is. And so he shares that experience. What else can I tell you about the book? I'm working from memory here. My drive in went quickly because I was so dialed in to what he was saying. He talks about the hearing loss, how it affects veterans. The number 1 and number 2 service health related claims by military veterans are hearing loss and tinnitus. And he talked about being on an aircraft carrier and the military that live on those ships. He said just being not on the deck, but below the deck, in your bunk, in your cabin or whatever, can affect your hearing. It's such a noisy environment, and it's constant, and it's a dangerous, in terms of your hearing, it's a very dangerous place because you'll lose your hearing. You can imagine with the jets taking off, helicopters, and all the other sounds. And he talked about tinnitus, which is the ringing in the ears. I'll bet there's more than a few people listening and watching this show that have tinnitus. And he went into great detail about tinnitus and how, for some people, it is maddening. Some people have committed suicide because of tinnitus, this ever-perpetual sound. And it's a phantom sound. It's like a phantom limb. People that have had a hand amputated, for example, their hand is itchy. Well, there is no hand. That's the brain thinking that's what it's supposed to do, was connected to that limb. And tinnitus is a phantom sound. There is no sound. And they don't know exactly why this happens. And it's the brain doing whatever the brain does that makes the sound that you think you hear. It's the brain working. They seem to think that's one prevailing theory. And he said, you can think sometimes hearing aids, he said, will help. That's why he tried one. If you have hearing loss and you eliminate that, you bring up the sound of everything else, which then puts the phantom sound or noise in the background. And the metaphor he used was, he said, if you take a candle and turn out all the lights in a room and you light the candle, that's the tinnitus. When you turn the lights on, the light from the candle is dissipated, right? It's not as bright. And so that's sort of like a hearing what a hearing aid will do with tinnitus. It puts the tinnitus more further into the background, and your brain is occupied with other sounds. He went on just wonderful stories that he had to tell. He talked about this one town in Martha's Vineyard. I can't think of the name of it right off the top of my head, where 4% of the population, when they came over from England, they had a gene, and 4% of the population was deaf. And I come back, I'll tell you the story about that. It's very, very interesting. LTN, coast to coast and globally.
Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. It's me, your immune system. I'm always hard at work defending you against the many disease-causing viruses and bacteria that you are exposed to every day. But sometimes I need help to defeat the bad bugs. Luckily, our friends at Kyolic have come to the rescue. Kyolic has 2 super immune-enhancing supplements, Kyolic Immune Formula 103 and Kyo Green Harvest Blend Immune Defense. Kyo Green Harvest Blend is a power-packed blend of organic and naturally sourced grasses, ancient grains, fruits, veggies, herbal extracts, and spirulina in a fast-dissolving drink mix for a quick and easy way to support immunity. Kyolic Immune Formula 103 combines immune-boosting nutrients with aged garlic extract. Aged garlic extract has been clinically shown to support a healthy immune response and reduce both the duration and severity of cold and flu symptoms. Help me protect you with Kyolic supplements and nutritional drink mixes to fortify your immune health today. Available at fine natural health retailers.
The science of psychology tells us there is a connection between looking more attractive and having more self-confidence. One way to look more attractive is to have healthy-looking hair. Ridgecrest Herbal's award-winning Hair Revive can support healthy, attractive hair. Hair Revive is formulated with a stress-fighting complex, hair growth ingredients, a hormone balancing complex, and Chinese herbs. Taken together, the ingredients in Hair Revive promote hair growth, encourage healthier, thicker-looking hair, and support recovery from damaging hairstyling techniques, harsh chemicals, and daily stress. So start looking more attractive with healthier, thicker, and shinier hair with Ridgecrest Herbal's Hair Revive. Visit rcherbals.com for more information or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad. That's 1-800-242-4649. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Sharing with you, I was listening again. I didn't plan on doing this for the show, but again, I will abandon what I had planned if I find something that I think is more useful, more meaningful, and can help people compared to what I was going to talk about. And I was listening to an interview with David Owen. He's a writer for The New Yorker. He's apparently written, I've read the book. I heard him talk about, they were interviewing him for 50 minutes, man, on his book entitled Volume Control, Hearing in a Deafening Age. I will get the book. He tells the story about how in not only our society, but other parts of the world, where hearing loss is stigmatized. For some reason, people tend to view others with hearing loss as somehow impaired, older, aging, old person, whatever. And even when it's not the case, it's still stigmatized. He said that in the military, wearing hearing aids or protecting your ears for some of the older military old-timers is they will push back on that. And if you're wearing some ear protection, like if you're on the firing range practicing, will tell you to take off those the protection, because in the battlefield you're not going to have them. It's somehow not courageous. It's somehow a sign of weakness. It's crazy, man. That doesn't make any sense to me, but that's one example of how it's stigmatized. Well, it turns out that in Martha's Vineyard, there's a community, a community called Chilmark. Back in the 1700s, 1800s, late 1600s, about 4% of the population of Chilmark had a congenital form of deafness. They brought it with them from England. It came over with them in their genes. They packed their suitcases, but they were also bringing their jeans with them too, not their Levi's. So it turns out too then that they settled there, and as a consequence of this congenital genetic hearing loss, the community developed a form of sign language, which ultimately, some of which ended up in AmSlam, American Sign Language. But they developed their own language, and everybody learned it, whether you had hearing loss or not. And having hearing loss in that community was not stigmatized, and people communicated with sign language and verbal, and both, and it was an advantage. They said because sometimes when the fishermen were out on the water and they couldn't hear one another, they would sign. They could see one another, so they would sign. It served them in different kinds of advantageous ways. And his point was, everybody in that community spoke sign language. Everybody. He said that and people were remembering years later when he said when it hadn't been like that, when you distinguish people between people who had been able to hear and people who had not been able to hear. So he said he told a story that there was a woman who talked about having a shouting with somebody. She explained it, having an argument with someone, and then stopped and said, to think of it, I guess we're shouting in sign language. They were upset. Nobody could hear them, but they were signing, and they were arguing, but they were arguing in sign language. It's just interesting. My grandson's son signs, and he signs because his nanny has a son who's deaf. So she has taught him sign language. And I was telling Dr. Bird, who's in studio today, that he signs just as much as he speaks, which is kind of interesting. And he's only 2. So the book must be intriguing. All I know is this: in listening to him talk, the articulateness of his the way he expressed his ideas, and if the book is half of the way he is able to express his ideas verbally, it must be a remarkable book. It's entitled "Volume Control: Hearing in a Deafening Age." So I know that many of you probably have hearing issues. It's not uncommon in our culture. So it's not necessarily your age, but aging that will cause the hearing loss. And over time, the things, as a musician, I started playing music very, very young and just a boy. And so all that sound took its toll. And, I have hearing issues, and so I have hearing aids. And I was showing Dr. Byrne, there they are, in a little container, mightily expensive. They shouldn't cost that much, but that's the way it goes. And I can tell you, the quality of your life changes. You'd be amazed how the things that you couldn't hear, you thought you could hear, you really didn't hear at all. So this is what happens. You don't have to be old to have hearing aids, by the way. That's part of the stigma. And it's not a sign of weakness. It's not a sign of frailty. It's not a sign of anything other than the person has issues with hearing. So David Owen doesn't know me from Adam's rib, and he probably will never know that I talked about his book. But sounds like it's worth a read. Volume Control: Hearing in a Deafening Age. And you are hearing and listening to Let's Talk Nutrition, coast to coast and globally. Hopefully, we're not causing any tinnitus.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Thanks for tuning in today. Dr. Sally Bird is my guest. And Dr. Bird, nice to see you in the studio. I always appreciate you coming in. Well, I just appreciate you. You don't have to come in here for me to do
Thanks,
that.
Doc. It's a pleasure. We have a good time.
No, it's nice to have you here. You were listening to me report on that book, Volume Control, Hearing in a Deafening Age, by Owen. A staff writer for the New Yorker. He's a staff writer, man. Mm-hmm. And the guy knows more about hearing than most audiologists do. You were listening to that. Do you have any take on that?
Yeah, I thought it was absolutely fascinating because so many people are wearing hearing aids now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not just older people. So as you were saying with the musicians, even professional athletes,
Military.
And the military's huge, and people are addicted to technology itself, every single ding, noise, and we're just not aware of it. So thank you for bringing that to everybody's attention.
Yeah, I didn't intend on talking about it, but I thought that, this is look, our senses is what connects us to the world. I know that's obvious, but your sight. Oh, and he talked about how sight enhances hearing, and that hearing is not just all by itself, that that vision is connected to hearing. And he discusses that as well, apparently, in the book. I guess you probably see a lot of clients with hearing loss.
Yes.
Mhm.
You know where else is dentists and dental hygienists, because the drills are constant and they're working with that noise every single day. I have family members who worked in the dental industry and they have had hearing aids as soon as they turned in their 50s. They started wearing them.
It's interesting, the drill, the high-pitched sounds of the drills and this and that. The things that's why he calls it hearing in a subtitle, Hearing in a Deafening World. Understand that when we evolve, the sounds of modern age didn't exist.
No.
These industrial sounds, the traffic, the appliances. So we didn't evolve. I mean, our hearing is delicate. And we're trying to adapt to that. And we still are evolving. It'll be interesting, a million years from now, hopefully. I don't know if that planet will be around then, but the way we're going, I seriously doubt it. But I wonder what we'll be like and how we have changed and adapted over time to these conditions of modern life. We're trying to adapt. Some of these conditions of modern life, as you know, Dr. Bird, can be devastating to us, right?
They sure can. Even walking through airports, you ever been in front of a security person who is taking handicapped people into their gates?
Mhm.
That noise is so high pitched. It's very, very damaging.
Mm-hmm.
Alarms. I wonder what morning alarms do for your hearing.
Yeah, it's all day long. You're bombarded with sounds. 877-897-8255. Dr. Sally Bird's in studio today. Great guest. Listener friendly. She loves talking to you. So give her a call. Let's go to Scott in Bradenton. Scott, welcome to the show.
Morning, sir.
How are you?
I always like hearing her on there, too.
Yeah. You wanted to say something? Go ahead.
Go ahead, sir. I've had tinnitus, as you called it, for over 10 years now.
Mm.
And I lost my high-frequency hearing. In my line of work, I used to do a lot of work with CRT-type television.
Ah.
I lost the ability to hear that high-frequency pitch when the CRT had its high voltage.
That's often that often happens, Scott. I told this, Owen in his book tells the story about Boilermakers back in the day.
Yes.
And they developed what was called the Boilermaker's notch from the pounding on the boiler with a hammer. That particular high pitched sound, they lost the frequency. They couldn't hear that frequency anymore over time. So you experience the same sort of thing.
Yes, I hear 24/7. I have a high-pitched squeal in my ear.
Yeah.
Solid tone, doesn't vary in frequency. I once heard William Shatner, Star Trek, refer to it as the sound of the stars. When he referred to his sound.
Yeah, it certainly must affect the quality of your life, and Owen was talking about how people such as yourself with tinnitus or tinnitus adapt and try to figure out how to deal with it. So I assume you've done the same.
Yes, sir. Very seriously now considering getting hearing aids. It seems to have gotten worse to the point where, without having a hearing test, qualified as state that I think I've lost about 20% of my hearing.
Well, Owen recommends. He talked about he has tinnitus and he got some hearing aids, and he said that it helped because if you think of the tinnitus as a candle in a dark room, and then when you turn on the lights, the brightness of the candle is not so bright anymore. And the hearing aid does the same thing. It brings other sounds into play and sort of takes the brain's attention off of that issue and it's a phantom noise. You heard me say that, and it's a phantom noise. There is really no sound. It's the brain doing whatever the brain's doing, right?
I heard you say that. I had heard somebody told me before it was blood flow through the ears that you were hearing, but it's such a steady pitch. I know the blood changes pressure and the flow rate change with pressure, so I kind of doubted that, because for anybody that you know of, other than the loud noises that you get day in and day out, really know what causes it biologically, causes it, and if there is any type of cure or
no,
other than
there is no
aids.
No, there is no cure. They have no cure for tinnitus, and he talked about that, and his doctor told him there's nothing you can do. So he said, so the interviewer said, well, what are you doing? He said, nothing. There's nothing I can do. So he plays little psychological games with himself, and he shares that in the book apparently. But in terms of hearing aids, the brand that I use, and these people don't even know I'm talking about them, is Eargo. They're expensive, not as expensive as some, but they have worked well for me and improved the quality of my hearing, damage due to music all my whole life in my head and ears as a musician. Thank you for your call. Appreciate you sharing that story. We'll be back with Dr. Burt.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Did you know that you have 3 brains? Yes, you heard.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Well, you'll hear me report on air quite a bit about recalls, food recalls, and the whole theme of food safety. Dr. Sally Bird's in studio today. We're not in space. She's in studio today, and she has a remedy. Let me report on just this one story. A California-based company called MANN, M-A-N-N, announced a voluntary recall of more than 100 of its vegetable products over concerns that they may be contaminated with the ever-present listeria. The press release said included packaged broccoli, florets, vegetable medleys, and green beans, among various other items, been recalled out of an abundance of caution. Yeah, well, I'm sure. Thank you for doing that. MANN was contacted by the Food and Drug Administration and the Canadian Food Inspection Agency. As a matter of fact, those Canadian government agencies, yeah, some say they make the FDA look like you're on a picnic. They're really tough, which is a good thing. So what do you do, Dr. Bird? You were saying something about food poisoning and food contamination, food safety. How does Silver Biotics from American Biotech Labs help with that?
Well, it's your first source of defense with any of those issues because it's all over the news. You just read some reports today, and a few days ago it was recalls on other things, including ground beef. You've had cookie recall. There's everything. So what the Silver Biotics does is it can kill bacteria in about 2 or 3 minutes. 1 teaspoon.
So how would you use it? How would you use it with products?
Do you have
a spray?
We've got a spray, a 4-ounce spray. It's easy. You can spray, a few sprays in your mouth before and after you eat, especially if you're eating out or you think there may be a problem in the water someplace.
What about after you wash the vegetables? If you sprayed the product then?
You can spray the product, or you can use a teaspoon if you can put it in your sink or the bowl that you use to wash, especially lettuce, spinach, even chicken, because chicken gets a lot of salmonella bacteria issues. I know you're reporting right now on vegetables. You can use it in the water itself. 1 teaspoon for meats, all types of vegetables, and then it'll kill it, let it sit there for 3 minutes, 5 minutes max. If there's any bacteria, viruses, yeast, or mold are gone, so you have clean food. If you're eating out, carry it with you.
Spray.
The spray, so you don't get food poisoning.
Spray it in your mouth.
Mm-hmm. Or use a lozenge. A lozenge, the Manuka honey throat lozenges, have 1 full teaspoon of silver in them. Even cutting boards. If you're cutting vegetables
Spray
or
the
meat,
board. You could
spray the board. Clean the board.
877-897-8255. Practical advice from Dr. Sally Bird, educator for American Biotech Labs, the makers of Silver Biotics. Great product. They have different products. They have the immune support, which is the liquid, and then they have the tooth gel, and they have the silver gel, and the lozenges, all these different products. Cold and flu season is the state of play, right now. People getting sick. We've had people here at the station sick, get laid up, pretty sick. So this would be, what would you recommend just day to day with people other than taking the liquid, which is recommended? What can they do to protect themselves at work or wherever they're going during cold and flu season?
Well, they could take 2 teaspoons to 1 tablespoon daily for maintenance. For an adult, a child may only need a half a teaspoon to a teaspoon a day. They could also use 1 lozenge a day in their mouth because they taste good and they're easy and great on the go. And you can use the silver gel on your hands, which acts as a 4-hour Band-Aid against most pathogens that have ever been tested. There's over 425 science studies they have, so it will kill, keep things like MRSA out or bacterias of any kind, staph, even yeast and mold.
So they have no mercy on MRSA?
That's right. No mercy on MRSA with Silver Biotics.
You might. I can't see your face because you got that microphone in front of you. Pull it off to the side. There you go. There you go. So that I can. There you. Nice big smile. 877-897. You can connect with that smile.
Okay.
877-897-8255. Just give Dr. Bird a call. There was another recall, but it wasn't due to salmonella. Let me see if I can find it. It was about a recall on beef tamales. Okay. The odds of you finding me with a beef tamale in my hand are remote and zero. Nevertheless, a Texas company is recalling 2,000 pounds of beef tamales, no less, because the products may actually have pork in them. Let me tell you something, pal. That's the least of your worries. So people are upset because they got a little bit of pork in their beef tamale. What about that salmonella? What?
The listeria you mentioned is a big deal, but that can be shut down with 1 teaspoon of silver usually.
Yeah, this is Padrino Foods, LLC, said the products are labeled beef and sirloin tamales home style in corn husks. Somebody found some pork in them, and they're all bent out of shape about the pork in the beef. The beef tamales. How dare you put that pork in my beef tamale?
I've found worse things in my food.
That voice that you heard drifting out of the ether was Katie. I've heard worse things in my throat. That was good, Katie.
Also true.
AKA our show conscience, basically.
This little voice just drifts in and out from time to time. That's one of my producers, in case you're wondering who that is. Oh my God.
They're all labeled with the same lot code, and they have all have the same sell by date. So
yeah.
Hopefully they're.
Well, good luck with those beef tamales.
By the way, I did check my cookies the other day, and they were not on the recall list. I was 2 numbers off.
Wow.
2 numbers off.
Yes.
Yeah, you were 2 numbers away from getting sick.
Thank goodness.
She texted me right after. She was like, "I'm not on the list. I can eat."
Here she is baking cookies. I asked her, I said, "What, are you bored? What's the matter with you? What are you doing?"
I was bored.
I was bored. She was bored. I hit it right on the head.
Bored with a sweet tooth.
There you go. So, yeah, I lost my train of thought.
Baking can be fun. It's relaxing for people.
I agree.
Especially at night, because if you have something before you go to bed, that's carbohydrate. It's going to help you
when I watch other people bake, that's very therapeutic for me. That's what's therapeutic. My mother used to bake. Man, it was good. A lot of stuff. 877-897-8255. The fattest states in the union. I talked about that yesterday. I alluded to it, but there was more detail. I'll share with you some of the delectable, fat-inducing items from different states. You know, like fried green tomatoes and so on. They're loaded with you know what. Are you tired of being tired? So was Amanda until she tried Floridix Iron and Herbs. You can probably relate. Between juggling her job and family, she was constantly exhausted. She put off going to the gym and making her dinner every night seemed like a heroic task. Then she found out she had the most common nutritional deficiency in the U.S., iron deficiency. Amanda turned to Floridix, an easily absorbed plant-based liquid iron supplement. For over 60 years, Floridix has been helping reduce exhaustion and fatigue caused by iron deficiency. This formula is easy on the digestive tract and free of artificial colors and flavors. It even has vitamins B and C for enhanced absorption. No wonder it's the best-selling iron supplement in North America. FloraVital provides all the same benefits as Floridix, but without gluten or yeast. Reclaim your energy with Floridix and FloraVital, available at your local health food store. For more information, visit florahealth.com/Floridix. florahealth.com/Floridix.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The proceeding was a
nutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garca, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garco, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Made during the following program are not those of WHNZ AM, its staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
And welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, this midday week edition of LTN. Great guest in studio. As always, she shows up. She's the pizza lady. She delivers. Wrong metaphor for her, although she does know how to make good pizza.
That's right.
Dr. Sally Bird is in studio today. And I was, in the first hour, turn up volume control, living in a hearing in a deafening, what was the title, Katie?
Volume control.
Volume control.
Living in a deafening world.
Hearing in a deafening world.
Hearing in a deafening world is the title. I said age. It's not age. It's world. That's a book by Dave Owen, staff writer for the New Yorker. Let me tell you, staff writer my foot. The guy is brilliant. The interview I heard, 50-minute. They done an NPR 50-minute interview talking about hearing. Oh, hearing loss, remarkable. The book is worth a read, I suspect. If it's anything as articulate as I heard Mr. Owen express in talking about the book in an interview, my goodness. Lots of insights. I said at least 10 things about hearing that I didn't know in listening to that interview when it was all said and done. So that was one book. Another book that has nothing, seemingly nothing to do with health, is a book by, I wonder how many people are going to know this name. I don't know who the two of you are, but Viv Albertine. You know who that is, Katie? You don't know who that is.
I do not, no.
Okay. Viv Albertine was a woman who was, back in the 70s, she was part of a group called the Slits. It was a punk rock group, all women. First one. And apparently back in the day, they were very good. Well, fast forward into time now, and she's written this memoir. This is her second one. That is an interesting title. And the title is To Throw Away Unopened. And the title comes from when her mother passed away. In the closet was a bag, and on the bag was a note that her mother wrote, and it said, to throw away unopened. I guess she said her mom, knowing her as Viv Albertine is, knew that Viv Albertine would open the bag. And she did. And what did she find in there? She found her mother's diaries. I was listening to her talk about the book, and I was telling Dr. Bird that I was so impressed. It has, again, nothing to do with health, but if you like to read, you like to read about people's narratives, the stories of their lives. She's a remarkable woman, and how she talks about her mother, her father, and her life, and what has happened to her, cancer survivor. Just a remarkable woman, apparently a darn good musician. Another book that she wrote was entitled Clothes, 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 Music, 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 Boys, Boys, Boys. It describes her journey into punk rock and beyond. This one is a very different take on life. I've always said that this show is a health talk show about life, and listening to stories about people telling the stories of their lives is in many ways can be very therapeutic and healing and confirming and inspiring. I believe that. It's not in a bottle. It's not a supplement. It's not a prescription that's written by a physician. But those kinds of stories are that. Don't you think, Dr. Bird?
Absolutely. And what a difference it can make in somebody's life for inspiration, because if they can do it, I can do it. And that's wonderful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. To throw away unopened. What a clever title. To throw away. Would you do it if somebody passed away close to you and the closet was a bag that said to throw away unopened? Would you do it? Would you throw it away unopened? I wouldn't.
Nah.
No. I'm opening the bag.
Yep.
The note is an invitation to do exactly that.
I'm gonna feel bad. I'm gonna feel horrible because, like, literally, you had one dying wish, and I'm going against it. But
yeah, it wasn't a bag of money or a bag of diamonds. It was a bag of diaries, and she read those diaries, and it changed her view of a lot about her mother and why her mother treated her the way she did. These stories are relevant. Each and every person listening to this show and watching this show across this land and throughout the world, watching and listening to this show, has these kinds of stories. And to think that those stories are not woven into the quality of their life and their health is, I think, naive. They are. So I shared 2 titles with you today in the effort to keep my promise that we would try and inform and educate and entertain in a way that had some meaning for you. Here's how to contact the show.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can always email Dr. Garko if you have something you would like to address with him personally. Just email him at drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. If you head over to letstalknutrition.com, you will find all of our past shows. They're sorted by date and title. We make it very easy for you to find. You can also find us on Facebook. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition. We share over our live stream, so we make it easy for you to catch us live. We also post a lot of our articles, our recalls we talk about, just quick little things that we talk about throughout the show. We're also on Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition and on YouTube as well. That's where our live stream goes live every day from 9 to 11. If you hit subscribe, you'll get a notification every single time we go live. And you can listen back to us on our podcast channel, wherever you listen to podcasts, on your phone, on your computer, wherever. Just search Let's Talk Nutrition. We're at almost 65,000 plays now.
And we're airing in over 350 cities across the United States.
A lot.
According to a new analysis by the crew, the marketing department crew. Took them a while. They did it. I appreciate that they did. And so, Dr. Bird, I'm going to ask your professional assessment. What would you tell a client who said to you that elderly woman having episodes of hypoglycemia, has had these episodes a lot in her life, and out of the clear blue, she could be in a supermarket and all of a sudden have some sort of episode where, you get dizzy, you get weak, and you're hypoglycemic. And she had written to me, or she called the office and left a message, and I called her back, and I told the story the other day, the day before yesterday. I said, she thought I wasn't going to return her call. Well, I did. And I talked to her for a good while. I'd be curious to know what you would tell. She was asking, what should she do? What would you tell a client who's having hypoglycemic episodes where, you feel faint, weak, so all the classic signs and symptoms of hypoglycemia? What would you tell that person to do from a dietary perspective?
Well, first of all, I would ask them how much water they're drinking every day, because there may not be enough oxygen getting into their brain. Number 2, I would ask them if there's a history of diabetes in their family.
There is.
Okay. And would work with her on a protein increase, proper proteins in her diet, and also a couple teaspoons a day of at least healthy fats. And
what about carbohydrate?
She needs that too, but first she needs the protein to balance the blood sugar first because the carbohydrates may turn to sugar depending on which one she chooses. So we'd have to have a consult with her and check with
Yeah, I
what
think
she's
I
been
recommended
doing.
that she eat protein with every meal.
Yes, she needs it. Mm-hmm.
That's what my guest said yesterday, too.
Mm-hmm.
Eating the protein. Now, she's low in blood glucose. She's low. So.
But that'll drop. That can still drop if you're protein deficient. So she needs that.
We'll be back. We'll learn some more. Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1 selling natural product for lung health since 1998. Clear Lung's formula is a synergistic blend of Chinese herbs that helps maintain open airways and balance mucus levels. It combines the healing properties of 13 perfectly balanced herbs that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Need extra help? Try Ridgecrest Herbal's Clear Lung's Extra Strength with twice the herbs and Ridgecrest Herbal's patented Avail-Blend formula designed to support the bioavailability of the original 13 herbs. Got a picky kid who doesn't like pills? Clear Lungs Liquid is safe for children and has a naturally sweet orange flavoring. And don't forget to check out Clear Lungs Immune and Clear Lungs Sport. Visit rcherbals.com or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad to order the right Clear Lungs product for you. That's 1-800-242-4649.
Is getting a good night's sleep a challenge? Fortunately, there's a superior fast-acting sleep formula called Tranquil Sleep from Natural Factors. This non-habit-forming supplement contains a unique combination of melatonin, 5-HTP, and L-theanine, which works in harmony with your body's natural sleep hormones. Tranquil Sleep can help you fall asleep, stay asleep, sleep sounder, and wake up refreshed, all without feeling drowsy in the morning. The key benefit comes from increasing the time spent in the deeper stages of sleep. It's only in these deeper levels of sleep that we truly experience the rejuvenation, regeneration, and recuperation that sleep provides. Even if you think you get a good night's sleep, give Tranquil Sleep a try. You might be surprised with how much better you've slept by waking up with more energy and enthusiasm to start your day. Learn more at naturalfactors.com.
This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
And welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Building on, a message I had from a person the other day, and I called, talked with her, having hypoglycemic episodes. This is an interesting issue, and I raised it with Dr. Bird. By the way, are people that are diabetic more prone to infection?
Absolutely. The resistance is down. Their immune system is down. We always recommend on the silver biotics to definitely take about a tablespoon a day and use the silver gel even on their skin because they are more susceptible to bacteria and viruses.
The key, people, now, I don't know if she's type 1 or type 2 diabetic. I don't know. But the key to eating with diabetes is to eat a variety of healthy foods, right? Would you agree with that?
Yes.
Vegetables, fruits, grains, protein, for sure, fat, for sure.
Yes.
I mentioned sweet potatoes to her, and then what I should have told her, what you said, which was?
Add on top of a sweet potato, if you drizzle a teaspoon of olive oil and chop up especially rosemary, which helps circulation with diabetics are having challenges with, that would be a better choice for her.
To put a little fat on
Yeah,
it.
you need some fat
I do
on the
that.
potato.
That is funny you should say that. I put a little olive oil on my sweet potatoes.
Excellent.
I put organic oregano. I sprinkle that on it.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's yum. I'm baking potatoes. I bake more potatoes than I have sense, man. I don't. Not white. I Japanese white potatoes, Japanese sweet potatoes that are white, and other kind. Yeah, I do those, all organic. So this is interesting. So you can have diabetics who are hypoglycemic.
Yes.
Explain that.
Well, they're finding out now with 20 plus years of research in insulin resistance that most of these people with hypoglycemia are already insulin resistant, which and sometimes their glucose will show low, but their insulin is high because the pancreas is overproducing insulin, which is going to eventually manifest into diabetes if they don't stop it and aren't eating properly and taking the necessary steps.
There are several. Okay, this gets complicated. And the silver biotics has a role here because with diabetes you get infections, and so the silver biotics is something that would be useful with diabetics, especially when you start to get these open lesions on extremities, hands and feet in particular. Diabetic hypoglycemia, that is what classically she would be described as having.
Yes.
It's called diabetic hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia means that your blood glucose levels, people with diabetes, low blood sugar occurs when there's too much insulin, not enough sugar.
Correct.
All right? So hypoglycemia is defined as a blood sugar below 70 milligrams per deciliter. Several factors can cause hypoglycemia in people with diabetes, including taking too much insulin, diabetic or other diabetic medications, skipping a meal, or exercising harder than usual. Skipping a meal. I got my take on this lady. Well, she was out of Missouri. I don't have permission to use her name. Well, she wasn't eating enough. I said, why don't you eat an apple or something throughout the day? Eat some food you need to eat. She kept talking about eating sandwiches, and no, I wouldn't recommend that. Untreated diabetic hypoglycemia can lead to unconsciousness, in which medical emergency, which she said, she's having these episodes. Early signs would be shakiness, dizziness, sweating, hunger, inability or moodiness, anxiety or nervousness, headache. Sweating at night, nightmares, feeling tired and irritable, and confusion upon wakening in the morning. These are the kinds of the signs. So you should see your doctor, of course. Taking too much insulin, not eating enough, postponing or skipping a meal or snack, drinking alcohol, exercising too much, which I don't think that's her issue. So, eating a balanced diet, making sure that you get protein with every meal. You need to eat some carbohydrate, and you have to have some fat.
Yes. A wonderful snack that I recommend a lot to people in this situation would be a half of an avocado, which is fat plus fiber, with a small scoop of cottage cheese and some herbs on top, or a little sprinkle of pumpkin seeds, things like that. So it's balanced. You have protein and fat with fiber in a healthy snack.
So you have too much insulin, and if you're hypoglycemic and you eat a bunch of carbohydrate, you're going to increase the insulin, which is going to make it worse.
Correct.
Got that? So she needs to eat some fruits and vegetables, which I told her to do, but she needs to have protein in her diet.
Dump the bread, no sandwiches, use meat roll-ups or eggs. I don't know what kind of diet she follows.
Yeah, she's on a fixed income.
Eggs are great. Bang for your buck.
877-897-8255. She can go to American Diabetes Association, go diabetes.org. They talk about hypoglycemia. United States government, National Institute of Health has information. There's a lot out there. And I focused on that because these kinds of issues are connected to your food, your day-to-day diet, and have family history of diabetes. So you can be diabetic and still be hypoglycemic.
Yes.
Too much insulin, not enough glucose.
Not enough glucose.
Mm-hmm. We'll be back coast to coast and globally.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. And you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garka, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Natural Factors, where great health begins. Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless. Celsius, live fit. Flora, 100 years of herbal wisdom. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's how to connect with the show.
You can give us a call at 877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK. You can email Dr. Garko personally. His email is drgarko@letstalknutrition.com. And if you visit letstalknutrition.com, you'll find all of our past shows. They are sorted by date and title. If you have a specific topic you may want to hear about, if you want to go back and listen to past shows about us talking about hearing, you'll find it on letstalknutrition.com. You can also do the same thing on YouTube in video series. We have all of our past shows on YouTube as well. They're sorted just the same way, so we make it very easy for you to find. You can also listen back to any show on the podcast channel. So, yeah, pretty much if you miss a show, we make it very, very, very easy for you to still listen to.
Yeah, we're not going to let you off the hook that easy. You can't say, well, I'm busy, I can't. Well, you can listen later. You can watch later.
Give you at least 3 different
Well, but I can't. My computer's on. You go. You can put it on your phone. See, we have a comeback for it all, right?
Try me.
Don't mess with Kate. Dr. Sally Bird's in studio today, and I asked her a question: Is cancer contagious? And your answer was,
I didn't think it was.
Then you were talking to me about what?
Muscles.
Not the one on your arms, the biceps, but the
kind that you eat.
Kind that
the shellfish.
Funny we brought this up. I wasn't planning on talking about it, and it had nothing to do with silver biotics necessarily. But there's a story that was trending entitled "Humans Shipped an Awful Cargo Across the Seas, Cancer." A cancer afflicting mussels originated off the Pacific coast of Canada, but then found its way into other species in Europe and South America, as reported in the story. And giving Carl Zimmer, who wrote the article, attribution. He did a wonderful job. Humans have spread this contagious form of cancer around the world. Researchers this week said that the cancer, which invades mussels, the kind that you eat, spread across the equator, originating in one species in the northern hemisphere, Mr. Zimmer wrote. The cancer has established itself in another species in the southern hemisphere. A contagious form of cancer. Wow. Dr. Michael Metzger, a biologist, said there's no natural explanation for how that happened without human help. It's a form of cancer. It's familiar in its familiar form. We know that cancer can what? Gain new mutations and begin to multiply. Yes. We know that. Mm-hmm. We know that these lineages of cancer are short-lived. Some of cancers are killed by our immune system or drugs. And then other cancers will die because the host dies. They kill the host.
Yes.
That's another way that's an unfortunate way where the line is stopped. In the 1990s, these stories, researchers discovered an exception to all of that. Tasmanian devil. You can find a photograph of that creature.
Wow.
Reggie?
Yeah, of course.
Probably going to get a lot of Bugs Bunny first, but just
no Bugs Bunny here. Tasmanian devils suddenly began developing tumors on their face, right? The DNA in the tumors didn't match, Mr. Zimmer wrote, the afflicted animals, and scientists deduced then that the cancers were from other Tasmanian devils, the animal. Turned out that when a Tasmanian devil would bite another one, they would swallow the tumor.
Wow.
And then it would make their way to the face of the new host. This is cancer being transmitted.
Wow.
Oh, I'm reading about it now. Like if you search Tasmanian devil, like the third picture of it is one with a tumor, and that's insane. Also, this is not what I thought these things looked like.
Also, they don't look like you would thought they would look, right?
No, they don't.
These researchers, one researcher named Elizabeth Murchison, out of the University of Cambridge in Britain, concluded that the cancer that she was analyzing in dogs arose in a dog that lived several thousand years ago in Asia. The Tasmanian devil facial tumors, by contrast, appeared within just the past few decades on two separate occasions. I find this intriguing. The first question that came to my head was, can it be passed on to a human? Mm-hmm. That answer, they don't give the answer to that. I couldn't find it. So they analyzed, they looked at the DNA from blue mussels that were in France, and they discovered some genetic markers that looked as if they belonged to another species, and it did, called bay mussels. So it went from one species to another that don't even live in French waters. Bay mussels don't live in French waters. So it had to be what? Humans had to somehow transport them. Cargo.
On a
ship. So Dr. Metzger had found a contagious form of cancer in bay mussels on the Pacific coast of Canada. Unbelievable. Dr. Metzger, or Dr. Byrne, another doctor, he thought it was blue mussels that had been attacked by bay mussels. He and his colleagues isolated cancer cells from the French blue mussels and analyzed their DNA. It turned out to be profoundly different from the DNA of healthy cells more closely related to that of bay mussels. Starts to get really complicated.
Did they link anything to the radioactivity issues from
That never
Japan?
came up. That
Okay,
never came up.
Curious.
And I was looking, what are the implications for humans? About 2,000 years ago, the cancer that they were talking about, this canine transmissible venereal tumor, as it's known, as I said, a couple thousand years ago, found in these Asian dogs. It spread along what they called the Silk Route. About 500 years ago, it popped up in the Americas, and in the 19th century spread to most of the world, including remote islands. I guess the point of this story is, cancer, this insidious disease, we never think of it as contagious.
No, we don't.
There's a Tasmanian devil. You see the tumor on his face. See the tumor there?
Yeah.
It's dreadful. We know that it can be contagious with certain species, shellfish, mussels, dogs of a particular breed. Well, I still wonder, and they don't answer the question, would this apply to humans? What if you were to be bitten by one of these animals or to eat that shellfish, those blue mussels, or I don't know if you can find anything on that, Katie. Are these contagious forms of cancer applicable to humans? We come back, we'll talk some more. We have one more block. Get Dr. Bird to do a tutorial on silver biotics.
Want to get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult? Try PGX from Natural Factors. This revolutionary product is clinically shown to help people achieve their ideal body weight in a safe, natural way. PGX helps you feel full for hours, dramatically reduces the glycemic index of any food or meal, and ultimately causes the release of the compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. 1, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and 2, improving the action of the hormone insulin. As medical doctor Mark Hyman said in his best-selling book, Eat Fat, Get Thin, if you choose to use only one supplement, PGX is the most important. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, you need the tremendous support of PGX from Natural Factors. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, visit pgx.com.
Have you experienced the wisdom of nature with Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter? Zyflamend is a 10-herb blend that delivers 3 health benefits. First, Zyflamend is an herbal approach to pain relief, helping to soothe minor pain or soreness. Second, Zyflamend is a joint supplement with time-tested herbs to support joint function and flexibility. And the third benefit, Zyflamend supports the body's healthy inflammation response, something that's essential for maintaining whole body health. Zyflamend is New Chapter's clinically tested blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, ginger, and green tea. Zyflamend is non-GMO, project verified, gluten-free, and 100% vegetarian. New Chapter is a leader in supplement quality. Every ingredient, every product, every time. Discover Zyflamend, New Chapter's #1 selling multi-herbal. Zyflamend is made with ginger for occasional pain relief after exercise. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Ridgecrest Herbal's original Clear Lung supplement has been the #1 selling natural product for lung health since 1998. Clear Lung's formula is a synergistic blend of Chinese herbs that helps maintain open airways and balanced mucus levels. It combines the healing properties of 13 perfectly balanced herbs that have been used in traditional Chinese medicine for over 2,000 years. Need extra help? Try Ridgecrest Herbal's Clear Lung's Extra Strength with twice the herbs and Ridgecrest Herbal's patented Availablend formula designed to support the bioavailability of the original 13 herbs. Got a picky kid who doesn't like pills? Clear Lungs Liquid is safe for children and has a naturally sweet orange flavoring. And don't forget to check out Clear Lungs Immune and Clear Lungs Sport. Visit rcherbals.com or call 1-800-242-4649 and mention this ad to order the right Clear Lungs product for you. That's 1-800-242-4649.
Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, and you're listening to Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. If you want to find out more about the show, visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com. This is Dr. Michael Garko, host of Let's Talk Nutrition on this station. You can get more information about the show on my website at letstalknutrition.com. That's letstalknutrition.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Ridgecrest Herbals, take your health to a higher elevation. CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Jarro Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Here's the LTN health question of the day. So I was reporting, I alluded to it today, and I briefly talked about it yesterday, the 10 fattest states in the union. And I had a question yesterday as to which state was the fattest state in the union. So Wallet Hub did the survey. They do a good job. And so in their report, they included certain foods that are, dare I say, how can I put it? Calorie rich. And there's a classic one out of Pennsylvania. It's called the Philly cheesesteak. Mm-hmm. Y'all familiar with that, right? Yeah.
I've never had one before. I don't like cheese.
You know, yeah. Well, it's like Katie's experience with that Popeye's chicken sandwich 2 days ago.
Philly cheesesteaks are one of my guilty pleasures.
At least she didn't destroy her Mercedes over it, though.
Yeah. The latest episode, the lady, Reggie, was telling, what did she do, Reggie, quickly?
She literally crashed her car. She tore up her Mercedes trying to cut somebody in line at Popeyes in Los Angeles.
Just tore up her Mercedes. The day before, up in Prince George County, guy got stabbed to death. They try to cut in a line with a fella, and they go outside. He got stabbed. He died. Popeye employees fighting in one unit the other day. It's insane.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
But here's the question: that Philly cheesesteak. This is like the question: where would you find the Philly cheesesteak? In Philly. It's who's buried in Grant's tomb? Right. Yeah, Grant. Yeah, dummy. How many calories do you think are in that Philly cheesecake steak per serving?
I'm not sure, but I feel like I should take my headphones off so that I don't have to listen to the answer. I have no idea.
All right.
Like just in a single sandwich?
Yeah, one serving. One serving. Would it be would it be 500, 800, or 1,100? What do you think? How many calories in the Philly cheesesteak sandwich? 500, 800, or 1,100?
I want to say 8.
Well, we'll see.
I was rooting for 100, and that wasn't an answer.
Well, let's see what the audience thinks. If you get the right answer, you'll win a coupon to buy affiliate. No, you won't. You'll win a $25 supplement gift card. Call us.
877-897-8255. That's 877-897-TALK.
In Oklahoma, they have a thing called the chicken fried steak. That has 612 calories. Here's Dr. Bird, a little tutorial on Silver Biotics.
Silver Biotics is a great way to take care of yourself during the upcoming holiday season that's going on right now, plus everything else that we've heard about in the news with all the safety recalls. Just 2 teaspoons a day of the liquid immune support supplement, up to a tablespoon a day for maintenance, can help fend off excessive bacteria, can prevent a virus from reproducing, and it can hinder yeast and mold in your house or many, many other conditions. And it works very, very quickly. You can use the oral care products, including the tooth gel for your oral care health, and also the silver gel for your hands, your face. When you're going out and you're shopping, you're involved in areas where you may be shaking hands, hugging a lot of people. Make sure that you use the gel daily, about twice daily on your hands. You've got a 4-hour window of protection with that gel. And it's odorless, it's non-greasy, it absorbs in about a minute. It's even safe for oral consumption. If you get it in your mouth, you can use it in your eyes, your ears, wherever there may be a problem with itching, bacterial scabs, wounds, or even as a beauty supplement or a post-tattoo healing agent. And as we discussed earlier today, fantastic for thinning skin that a lot of people with sugar issues, including diabetics, may be experiencing, including bed sores.
Silver Biotics. Go to Silver Biotic. What's the website?
Silverbiotics.com.
American Biotech Labs, a research-based manufacturer of Silver Biotics products. They're into the research. Great product. During this holiday season, cold and flu season, have the spray, have the lotion, the gel, put on your hands. You can drink it. You can spray it.
Have a lozenge.
You have the lozenger.
What kind of lozenge? Mm-hmm.
Throw it in your purse, throw it in your bag, throw it in your wallet, whatever, in your backpack. I was looking at some of the foods that are mentioned in this Wallet Hub survey. Arkansas, southern fried catfish. 439 calories per serving. Fried green tomatoes, favorite in Alabama, 514 calories per serving. King crab legs with butter, 220 calories per serving. Chimichangas in Arizona, that's a dish called chimichangas. I've never had one. Called 709 calories per serving.
Chimichangas are delicious.
They're fried.
What are they, Katie?
I've had one time when I was in high school. They're like a fried taco almost. They're extremely unhealthy.
Like how she just added that sidebar.
I'm pretty sure that's what they are. It's like a deep fried taco.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've never had one either.
A deep dish pizza, I guess, I don't know how much what they consider a serving is 329. Is that per piece? I don't know. You got a sugar cream pie out of Indiana. That's 400.
That sounds terrifying.
There's
so many things on this list that I haven't had. And
how about Kansas City style ribs? You ever had those? They're 260. Let me see.
Now he's trying to figure out how I look like this.
Well, I know how you did that. I know how you did that.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Calories. Yeah. 260 servings. Now, ribs are a weakness for me. Maryland, they have crab cakes, Dr. Bird. 362 calories. Clam chowder. I thought it would be more than this, only 200 out of Massachusetts, 201 calories per serving. Tater tot hot dish out of Minnesota, 410 calories. Omaha steaks out of Nebraska, of course, 240 calories per serving. Let's go to Jenkinstown. Mike, what's the answer?
It's, you say 1,100.
Yeah, it's 1,100 and some change. 1,147 calories in a Philly cheesesteak. Eat that, and just figure that the only thing you're going to have for the rest of the day is water. Congratulations, Michael. Glad you could tune in.
Thank you very much, Dr. Gacko.
You're welcome, Dr. Bird. Thank you. We love you. We'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Your health is your wealth.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution.